entire experience since leaving the reservation in my late teens has been about fighting this invisibility. It's been about helping people to see what I am experiencing in a classroom, in the world, because I know it's what others like me experience. I believe fully in the tools of our field. I believe that in order to continue to invest in data collection, analysis, empirical papers, we may have to get real creative. We are having our grants taken away. We feel this threat to our university's funding. I stand here today and just want to say we as a community have to stand shoulder to shoulder, maybe spend less time beating each other up and more time lifting our science, because the marginalized communities that are under attack right now need us more than ever. My people need you more than ever. Threats to our sovereignty, our birthright citizenship challenged by the current administration. We are sitting in a place that literally feels surreal. But the one thing I know is that through all of this, the secret of our survival is that we can never give up. I hope that as you leave the conference, you leave with a renewed sense that we have to take the privilege and the power we have from those luminaries in the field, the scientists who have embraced past issues and given us the tools to do the work we do today, that we will stand on their shoulders and that we will continue to uplift the voices and experiences of marginalized communities across this country and across the globe.
Our scholars of color conducting equity-focused research. Scholars of color face unique challenges at multiple levels, ranging from the individual to the systemic. Together, the evidence is quite clear. If we do nothing, racial inequality in our field will worsen, resulting in a science that includes, represents, and helps few rather than many. That's the bad news. The good news, as a field, we are well equipped to meet these challenges. If we put our expertise, our resources, and our will towards ensuring that racially marginalized scholars are supported and that equity-focused scholarship has maximum impact. How do we do that? Well, multi-level problems require multi-level solutions. Take, for instance, this comment published just this week, in which these authors argue persuasively that changing institutional hiring practices will have no long-term impact unless we also intervene to improve the experiences of scholars of color after they've been hired into predominantly white institutions and departments. Again, multi-level problems, multi-level solutions. So let's consider some solutions with multi-level impact. The first is community. Social support from same-race peers and mentors is universally associated with resilience in the face of racism at every level, affirming identities, enhancing belonging, learning, and commitment. Marginalized scholars, find your community. They are out there, I promise you. And if you can't find them, build one. You're not the only one looking. Advantaged leaders, fund these communities. Invest in programs that connect scholars of color at every level, ranging from PhD students to tenured professors. We also need policies and practices, because these shape how people access and experience organizations. These policies should focus on hiring, supporting, and connecting scholars of color to ensure that we get a critical mass of marginalized scholars who want to stay in these institutions. Policies should also consider work structures. For instance, allowing and normalizing remote work can help scholars of color. All should, of course, be informed by research and regular audits of organizational culture. Whether it's building community, creating policy with multi-level impact, or holding yourselves and your institutions accountable. We all have a role to play in the fight against racism in our field and in our society. So find yours.